And hello everyone, Gabe the Izzard here. I am standing in front of Horace Mann Middle School, Arts and Science Magnet School. Mann Magnet is what they're calling it now. In front of the Oliver Elders Gymnasium, named after Coach Oliver Elders, that coached in this area for a long time. And you can still see Coach Elders around town. I saw him twice last week, just moseying around doing his thing. His wife was Surgeon General of the United States. She was Surgeon General of the United States, Jocelyn Elders. There's a gymnasium named after him right here. Today, I'm doing a driving video, and I am going from here to where, down Roosevelt Road to University. It changes into Asher. So Roosevelt to Asher, then I'm stopping at University at the shopping center there. You'll know what I'm talking about if you've lived in Little Rock. Go ahead, tag along. Today is January 27th, 2024. Believe it or not, it's already the end of January. It's been a great month as far as workouts for me. Now, doing a little driving video. We're on the east side of Interstate 30, heading west. Golden hour, as some might say. The sun is setting in the next 20 minutes or so. The Little Rock police pulled into the parking lot while I was there. Looked like he was seeing if I was up to no good, which I'm only up to good nowadays. Not that I was ever really up to bad. Roosevelt Road was named after FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, not Theodore Roosevelt. Here on the right, you can see the old Veterans Hospital. It's been vacant for about almost 40 years now. Police substation is in there now in the basement, but it has just been purchased, I believe last year in 2023. And developers are supposedly going to make it into condominiums. We'll see about that. This is the intersection of Main Street in Roosevelt. There on the right, they made a private-ish school. Used to be a liquor store there. And a Stinger Sam's Auto Parts there on the right. There used to be a few of those Stinger Sam's around. A lot of people probably know this route from going to the fair. Arkansas State Fairgrounds. We're this road here. This is the intersection of Chester Street. This is where the tornado of 1999 passed over Roosevelt. A lot of houses are gone from just back in the day, but you can still see the footprints of where they once were, which always is impressive to think that the houses took up every inch of these blocks, and now there's vacant lots everywhere. This is the corner of Martin Luther King. Have a tobacco outlet, an express mart, and a liquor store on this corner. It looks like the highway department has started flagging this area to the right to possibly widen this road. This road needed to be widened 40 years ago. Crossing Battery Street right here. And then this would be the hill down to the Arkansas State Fairgrounds. There's something going on at the Hall of Industry. Probably a gun show or something. There's the fairgrounds right there. A lot of cars there. Used to have a lot of concerts at Barton Coliseum. I went to quite a few shows there. The band I managed played one of the last big shows there with Rob Zombie and Marilyn Manson. And this is a newer bridge that they constructed probably about 10 to 15 years ago over the railroad tracks. And then, of course, we have the cemetery there on the right. Spaces available, it said. Now the sheriff's office, juvenile hall, and county jail are all to the left. Still a lot of vacant areas. Land for sale. There used to be more than just a handful of bail bondsmen here, but they still have them. Up to the intersection of Asher, Wright, and Roosevelt. Going straight, this turns into Asher. Sharp right would be Wright Street. The buildings here basically all kind of worn down. There used to be stores all to the right. I don't even remember what all they were. There was a grocery store right up here on the right. It's completely torn down. It was vacant for decades. Now we're hitting Asher. That vacant area right there. They actually had built a an auto parts store, and it didn't last long at all, and it's torn down. That would be in the last 20 years or so. It's Still a lot of auto mechanics, tire shops, and whatnot. Mama B's Burgers used to be right up here on the right. Kitchen Express is still here on the right. Get some country food. And Mama B's is in that white and red building there. Used to be. You could get a set of hubcaps and a hamburger. A couple staples on this road, which have been here for as long as I can remember, is to the right, Kaufman Lumber. And it's still in business and thriving today. It's one of the places that you can actually, it's an actual lumber yard. You can get good lumber. And believe it or not, the Ritz Motel here on the left, that's been around as long as I can remember too. By the hour or by the night. Crossing Fair Park right here. Mableville to the left, Fair Park to the right. And back in the day, Coleman Dairy Bakery or Dairy was right here to the left. Now UALR has housing. And then this used to be a shopping center that had a movie theater. I actually saw Raiders of the Lost Ark for the first time in a movie theater right there to the right. I think it was called the Quartet. And they had multiple stores in there. Most of it now is UALR. Coming up on the intersection of Asher and University. If you continue forward, westward, that on the other side of the intersection is Colonel Glenn now. They changed the name to make it not sound as bad as Asher, because Asher has bad connotations, so the city says. But there's a Walgreens there if you haven't been here for a while. And this corner over here, the southwest corner, used to be a Bonanza, then a Colton's, then now it's a Chinese buffet. Kmart used to be in that shopping center. Now it's a Planet Fitness. But this was a very happening corner back about 40 years ago. The apartments up here on the right, the chateaus, Big Country Chateau, they've had a few lawsuits filed against them. They've basically just been ran down to the ground. They change hands, owners, over and over and over, so no one really wants to put any money into them. So just took a left. We're going to take another left into the Village Shopping Center. Something really cool is in there. I'll tell you, right over here behind that white building, that little gray building straight ahead, that used to be a Mr. Gaddy's. And that was the first restaurant that I knew of that had a big screen TV. And you could go in there and eat a pizza and watch TV. It was like basically unheard of. Now we go into just about any restaurant and there's a TV in there. But that was the first one. It was my mom would take me there. We'd get a small pepperoni pizza and she would watch a soap opera in the middle of the day or for lunch. It's pretty funny. And that Kmart, part of it is a church and part of it is a Planet Fitness. And we're looking south on University Avenue. That car just blew by. Whoa, so did that one. back behind this building, if you were quote unquote ahead, now they got it fenced off, you would see the cow pastures from which Coleman Dairy would pull their milk. And other hippie types might be out that way also. I might have went out there a few times. But yeah, they got a lot of discount stores in here. Pretty good, thriving shopping center. Lots of people. Down here on the end was a Mexican restaurant, Casa Bonita. Some of those actually even had like divers inside that would dive into a pool. Now it's a Harbor Freight. There's a bank there that's gone under. And then right over here in this vacant lot, if you haven't been to Little Rock in a while, you might have came to this spot right here and seen a great big dome, a movie theater. Now it's gone, been removed. It's pretty incredible that you can actually still see the rounded area where this Cinema 150 used to be. You would walk in right about here and you would go into the tickets, then the concession, and then you would walk around either this side or this side, and you could go to the theater. The screen would have been right up here. I saw Fantasia here. I saw Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan here. I saw Star Wars Phantom Menace here. I saw the remakes, the re-releases of Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi right there. After it wasn't a movie theater anymore, it was purchased or leased, and it became a music venue called The Village, and big name headliners would come and play the stage right here. Now it's a pile of mush. I wanted to walk out there, but it's mush. Not so much anymore. It's funny that the footprint isn't near as big as what it seemed. This would be about where the screen was, and the amphitheater seats would be up like this, kind of like in a semicircle area. But now it's pretty much vacant. It's for sale. You can buy this spot right here, build something on it. Yeah, Casa Bonita was right over there actually, by Peacock Beauty. But it was all the interior of Casa Bonita, which ended up being Casa Viva for the people that hadn't been around as long as me. It was all decked out in some pretty cool, low lit little cubby holes of booths and stuff. Had like a fountain in there. But there are some that actually had pools where divers would dive into the pools. I think they still have one like in Denver or something. That's it right there. But yeah, boo. 150 gone. Anyway, that's what we got. The Village. Thanks for watching. Today is January 27th. I think I said that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Later.